Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about an important topic. How does geopolitics impact the economy and a common man? Now, what is geopolitics? It includes wars, it includes trade cartels, it includes climate change, it includes events like COVID, as well as immigration and security challenges across the world. So there are 9 areas I'm going to talk about how we are getting impacted in terms of economy, and more important, how it's impacting our day-to-day life. So the first is the trade. So sanctions and wars create a supply chain glut. You might have hoarding of one item in one country, but it is not disbursed equally because of the trade embargoes that we are facing. Hence, the cost of goods keeps changing. In some cases, it goes drastically high, and when the oversupply happens, it might even drop drastically. So that impacts our normal man's life. The second is the energy crisis. Just like I talked about supply chain glut, you will have challenges in oil and gas prices, and those fluctuate very drastically during period of geopolitical uncertainty, which is what is happening. And it might increase in short term, but we are looking at stabilizing this so that our cost of living does not fluctuate with that. The third thing is the currency volatility. So if you're invested in the currencies which are not very secure, you might have to move your portfolio from one currency to another, and you might have to distribute your currency, because if you're depreciating currency and you have a currency which is depreciating, then you might have to look for a safe haven for your currency. And that's how it impacts us. It might impact your retirement plan and your family or the education of your children. So that's the next one. The fourth one is investments. So there are 4 buckets of investment. So you might be investing in real estate, you might be investing in fixed income instruments, you might be investing in stock market, and you might be investing in commodities or gold and silver. So based on the geopolitical circumstances, if the interest rate is going up, you might have to move from one portfolio to the other. You might have to rebalance your portfolio and move money from real estate to a fixed income instrument, and from fixed income instruments to a stock market because the AI technology is taking off, or to gold, which is still considered as a safe haven in the turmoil that we are facing across the world. The next is the regionalism. So countries that formed groups like BRICS or Quad or Five Eyes or United Nations Security Council, and these have created a turmoil for a common man because the cost of defense has gone much higher, but the cost of goods or the real cost of currency has depreciated quite drastically, and it impacts us directly in terms of depending on where you are situated. If you are in a country which is directly impacted, then it will be a much bigger impact for you. If you are in a country which is neutral, a democratic country, you might have still some impact, but it might be lower, but it will definitely impact us. The next is inflation and commodity prices. So the inflation, obviously, because of the money printing we did in COVID, the inflation went up, then we rose the interest rate. But with the rising of interest rate, the real estate market crashed. And now with the reduction of interest rate, we have to move our money from fixed income instruments to another area which is safer. So it directly impacts us in terms of inflation and core inflation, which is, if you look at exclusion of your housing cost and oil and gas costs, then we are looking at the core inflation area. And the prices have still gone up year over year. It has reduced the span of which it is increasing from, let's say, 8 to 10% to maybe 2 to 3%, but it's still going up. And the value of currency is depreciating every day. The next area is what we call as security and debt. So security and defense arms race across the world, which includes AI chips, has created financial imbalance in the countries or economies across the world. So some countries have spent a lot of money, the others are falling behind and they want to do a catch up. So instead of focusing on the normal job market and economies, a lot of countries have increased their defense spending, and that's directly impacting a common man. The next one is the power dynamics, or what we call as the job market. because of the power dynamics and economic uncertainty, we have asylum seekers, we have refugees, we have people moving to another country. You might have certain sector of people who are trying to influence geographically they're on living in another country, and that has created a lot of turmoil across the world. And safety and security are a concern for a lot of countries, which has huge influx of individuals, and also the job market and the housing market gets impacted as a result of that. Last but not the least, we're going to talk about migration and labor, right? So because of the political instability, it drives immigration from one geography to the another geography. And again, as I talked about, because of the refugee crisis or the immigration crisis, a lot of countries have a turmoil in the job market as well as real estate market. So in short, these 9 areas, which is trade, energy, currency, investment, globalization or regionalism, then commodity prices or inflation, security spending or debt, and economy, power dynamics by geographies, as well as migration and labor market are the 9 areas that we face stress in as a common man, and it directly impacts our cost of living directly and indirectly. And it also impacts our plan for our education for the kid. It impacts the plan for our retirement, and it impacts the plan how we save and how we spend our money. So guys, those are the 9 aspects of economy and how it impacts the common man because of the geopolitical stress and situation that we are currently facing. So if you like the content of this video, please do like and subscribe. We'll be taking more topics. I normally don't take a controversial topic, so this is more of a generic in nature, but we'll try and address concerns which are in demand and which are in news as of today in the global economy. So please do like and subscribe this channel, and I look forward to see you in the next video. And this is Sam Mall signing off. Thank you.